welcome to my channel, my first ever video. We created a 60s inspired twiggy pink bubblegum look today. If you want to see how I did it, then keep watching. Hello. I've done my brows off camera because we are battling with them at the moment. I'm going to start by priming with my Becca backlight priming filter. I'm going to do one pump, half a pump. Well, I start on like the high points of my cheeks and then centre of my face, and then I kind of just rub it all over. But I love this primer. Oh, please ignore my nails. They're awful right now. I can't find my nail polish remover, so we're dealing with that. For foundation, I'm going to use the Me Cosmetics Velvet Radiance Face Base. I'm going to do one pump on the back of my hand and then just go straight in with my Zoeva buffer brush onto the back of my hand and then just disperse this around my face. I was sent this foundation in a PR box from Glue Cosmetics. I think they're Glow Like Us, and it's like all clean beauty. And I'm obsessed with it. I think it goes on so nicely. It's almost like a moisturiser. Like it doesn't feel like foundation to me. It's like skin, but better. And I love it. I'm going to do a little bit more, maybe another pump. Not much comes out when you do one pump. And I'm trying to avoid my eyebrows because I spent like an hour doing them before I hit record because I'm just not getting on with my eyebrows at the moment. And then whatever's left on the back of my hand, I'm actually just going to bring down my neck and cover my ears with it as well because it is a bit dark for me. I feel like that's really nice coverage. It's not full coverage, but I don't know, it feels like just enough, and it's really glowy as well. Nice. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to use my Rare Beauty Something Touch concealer. I think it's called Something Touch concealer, I'm not sure. This applicator I really like, but when you like take it out, so much product comes out, so I actually really scrape a lot of it on the side of the bottle. But I do like this concealer a lot, and it's coming to Sephora Middle East in September, I think. So if you are in the Middle East and you want to get your hands on this, you can soon. I put it in all the usual spots, and then I just use my foundation brush again just to buff it out. So it's really brightening, it's a really nice concealer. I would say if you have quite dark circles under your eyes, you might want a bit more of a heavy duty concealer. Like there's not a huge amount of coverage in it for a concealer. For my under eyes, I'm going to let them sit for a little bit longer. While they're sitting there, I'm just going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. I like to squirt a bit of it out onto the brush and then pop it. A little goes a long way with this stuff. I always do a little bit on my nose, I don't know why. And do a bit under my lip as well. Nice! Okay, you want to work quite quickly with this LA Girl concealer because I find that it does tend to dry and make it a bit more difficult to blend out. I am just sort of blending it around the concealer, and then if you need to add more you always can, but I sort of like to push it back in towards my hairline. Just gives a bit more of a bronze to the face. For my forehead, anything goes. I just whack it on and then I just scrub it, basically. Not too much strategy is used around the forehead. Nice, okay. Oh, and my nose, don't forget your nose. I don't really contour my nose. Okay, now that my liquid bronzer, I don't really call it contour because it's more of a liquid bronzer, it's not really a contouring shade. Now that's done, I'm going to go in with a Zoeva Luxe All Over Shader brush. This is the 222 brush. And I like to press this into, I don't really sweep much. Oh, I've got a hair, that's so annoying. And I push it, I really push it into my skin, around my eyes. This concealer is really nice and brightening as well. I love to do a little line like this, sort of following the natural line of my under eye, just here, and I bring it up, and then I bring the concealer down, and I feel like that just instantly lifts. It makes my cheekbone appear higher than it is. Now that my concealer's all blended in, I've not forgotten about my contour under the lip. I use the same brush I use for my concealer, and I just blend that out. I just find using the brush that I used for concealer, the lighter shade from the concealer kind of blends with the darker shade that I've put under my lip, and it's a really nice seamless blend. Cool, okay, now that that is done, I'm going to powder under my eyes. I'm just powdering under my eyes using my Laura Mercier translucently setting powder. And I'm gonna powder quite heavily because we're gonna use bright colours on the eyes, and I don't want any massive fallout. So I am packing on that powder. I'm not really packing it on, but I am putting more powder than I usually would, just to avoid any fallout. To prime my eyes, I'm going to use the Vive Eye Ones in Vanilla. This is a really light eyeshadow base, which means our pink eyeshadow, because we're going to use pink today, is going to lay on top of this really nice and bright. I'm just scribbling it on all over my lid. And then I'm using, this is just like a cheapy brush that I found on Amazon, I think, but it's quite a dense, I don't know if you can see. It's quite a dense brush, and I just find that that blends the product really easily across my entire eyelid. I love these eye ones, they blend so seamlessly, and like I don't find that it's like there's a huge disconnect from like my skin tone here and the shade of I can kind of just blend it out into my foundation. Now that I've kind of got a blank canvas over my eyelids, I'm going to go in with the Mitchell palette, which was Mitchell and Beauty Bay's collaboration. And I think I'm going to start with Milkshake, this shade, lighter pink shade here, but I might go into Morning Glory, which is the really bright pink shade. I haven't decided yet. We shall see. I'm going to go in with a P. Louise, it's just like a flat brush, and I'm gonna go into the lighter pink shade first. And I'm going to focus it just above where my crease is. Because we're going for that like 60s look, I'm not going to like blow it out too much. I'm just going to keep it a nice like semicircle shape. I'm going to see if I can build that colour up a bit more and keep packing it on. If not, I'm going to dip into slightly hotter pink. I like it, but we're going to go a bit more pink. So I'm going to dip into Morning Glory, which is a much hotter pink shade, and I'm going to see if I can build up that pink. Oh yeah! Yeah, we like that. See what I meant about the fallout? Can you see all the fallout? So by putting the powder on and baking a bit, we're avoiding the fallout as best as we can. Now that I'm happy with the shape of the eye, I'm going to go in with, this is the Jen Atkin and e.l.f. collaboration. This is like it's quite a thin angle brush, and I'm going to go in with the Vive Eye Wand in Raven, and I'm going to create a line just for that real like 60s look. What I'm going to do is go in with the brush just directly into the eye wand and really pack it on. I'm just going to sketch over, oh, you can't see, and I'm just going to sketch right at the top of the shape of where the eyeshadow stops. I think I'm going to extend it out a bit more. So that's just like the rough outline. I don't think that I'm going to join it up here because I want to do a bit of a downward liner as well. Let's do that now. For a really 60s look. I'm kind of following the same angle here. So I've done the rough outline, and then what I'm going to do is go into the Vive. I broke the mirror. It's so sad. But I'm going to go into the Vive Essentials palette, and I'm going to go in with Goodnight on an angled brush, and I'm just going to, this is a Zoeva brow line. It's a really dense angled brush, and I'm just gonna sort of build up that line even more, but also blend it out, because you can see it's a bit rough around the edges. So what the eyeshadow is gonna do is just blend it out a bit more. Yes! This excites me a lot. I'm so happy with this. Oh my god, we love! Yeah! Oh, I'm so happy! Nice! Okay, cool. I'm going to do the same thing just with the black eyeshadow on the wing that we went downwards with. I just want to blend it out a little bit more and smoke it too. Cool! Okay, I'm going to get a liquid eyeliner. I'm going to create some bottom lashes, very twiggy lashes, and I kind of want them to go again in the same direction that we've got this line going in. Also, I find that if you are doing any detailed work, definitely going in with the eye wand and a brush beforehand really does help, instead of just going directly in with eyeliner. I'm horrible at eyeliner, but this works pretty well for me. So I've created these like 3 lines. I've sort of traced these out, and I'm going to go in with an eyeliner and try and define these a bit more. I don't like that, and I don't like the bit underneath. I'm going to rub that off, I don't like it. I kept messing up the lower lashes, like the twiggy inspired lower lashes, so I just had to do them off camera. It just wasn't happening. I like rubbed them off like 3 times, but I think I'm happy with this. I might do another little one just here. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Lash Freak. This mascara, I think people don't give it a chance enough. The applicator is really goofy looking, and sometimes it will apply more mascara than you want it to. So there's a fine line between your lashes looking amazing and your lashes looking a bit clumpy. So my tip is I brush off a bit of excess on top of the lid, and then I just keep going in and making sure that my lashes, the applicator just completely coats your lashes. Like, I love it. And I love the applicator for bottom lashes as well, because it's got the little round top bit, so it's really easy to do your bottom mascara. Cool, I'm really happy with that. I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and I will come back to you to finish the rest of the makeup. So that is the eyes done. I'm going to dust off the bake that I put underneath. I did get a bit of fallout, which is fine because we applied, oh, I've got hair on my nose. Because we applied the bake, any fallout is going to be dusted away as we dust away the rest of the translucent powder. I'm actually just going to apply a bit more of the pink really lightly so it doesn't come to like an abrupt stop. Kind of want to blend it out a bit more. So that is the eyes all done. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I actually love it. I would fully wear this out. I feel like 60's makeup needs to make a comeback. I've dusted off the bake, so any fallout, any pink eyeshadow or black eyeshadow that fell below my eyes was dusted away. I'm going to apply some bronzer. I'm just going to use my Physicians Formula. When I'm sort of done with my eye makeup, I just do sort of finishing touches to the rest of my makeup. So just add a bit more bronzer. Actually, I don't need any more bronzer. For blush today, I'm going to go in with Vive Pesca. It's a really beautiful peachy toned blush. I kind of want, because I'm so pink on the eyes, I kind of want a peachy cheek, but I might pink it up a bit more. I think I might actually go in with a bit of Sorbet, which is beautiful pink colour from Vive, just to pink it up a little bit and try and make this all a bit more cohesive. And at the end of the day, you can never have too much blush. I'm going to set my face using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. just to bring a bit more skin back into my skin. I feel like when I use so much powder, I'm so matte and I just don't like it very much. So once that's dried, I'm gonna go in with Vive Holy Chic, and I'm gonna go in with a Sigma F03 highlighter brush. And so what I like to do with my highlighter is I focus it on the high points of my cheek, and then I'll just properly blend it. And I try and blend it everywhere. Like, I don't go too hard with it, but I make sure that it's properly blended into my skin so that it's just a really nice sheen and not like a stripe. Nice. For lips, I'm going to go in with Vive Velvet Sands. I'm just going to rub off any foundation I've got going on there. My lips are always so dry, like it's actually the bane of my life. So with my lips, I have a teeny tiny mouth. So I like to kind of swoop out at the end of where my natural lip is. I don't know if you can tell, but so where my natural lip ends, there's actually no colour around here, so I like to create that with lip liner. I'm gonna just blend that out ever so slightly and just around the edges. So once I'm happy with that shape, I'm going to go in with a bit of Treasure. I've ruined the top. Why do I ruin all of my favourite makeup? Just absolutely unacceptable. I'm going to go in a bit of Treasure just in the centre of my lip, and then I'll blend that out with my finger. Love it! Okay, I think we're done. Are we done? Are we done? Do I want to be a little bit more blushy? I'm going to go in with Sorbet because I want a bit more pink on my cheeks. Yes! I feel like you've gone hard with the blush. Just use whatever brush you used for your translucent powder and just sort of blend everything together, and it kind of marries everything. There's a dog barking and it doesn't belong to me. That is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see some more videos from me, please like and subscribe, and let me know down below what you want to see. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!